Hey, if you haven't heard of GPT, well, it's the writing chatbot that people are using to create content for a wide variety of things.
And while some say it's the greatest new thing to hit the tech scene, others can't help but think of all those sci-fi movies where AI creeps into our lives, steals our jobs, and overthrows our civilization.
Yeah, well, one thing's for sure, a lot of people are talking about it and using it.
So you can draw your own conclusions. We're looking at ChatGPT, how it works and how it can work for you. And that's our featured story at the top of the list.
We're in the age of artificial intelligence, when computers are able to do more and more things that humans normally do. The latest, greatest tool is ChatGPT.
Within 5 days, more than 1 million people were using it.
That's Katina Michael, professor at Arizona State University's School for the Future of Innovation in Society. First, she explains, what is ChatGPT?
ChatGPT stands for Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer.
That's a mouthful. What does it mean?
So if I break down this big convoluted term, it's an artificial intelligence chatbot.
A chatbot is a computer program that you type questions or commands into, and it gives you really well-written conversational answers.
You write something and it responds to you as if it was a human. It's an advanced version of Siri and Alexa, for example. I'd call it on steroids.
To use it, Google ChatGPT or log on to the website openai.com. Create an account and type anything you want. Let's look at what ChatGPT can do.
Some people have said, write a poem for me or my child, write a song about my dog. Lots and lots of people using it so they don't have to think for themselves. Others using it for research purposes.
So far, ChatGPT can't scrape the internet for answers. It only works from data that's entered into it, so it can't give you current info like today's weather. Yet.
We have ChatGPT allowing us to summarize dense information in legal proceedings. It may also allow us to use it as an aid to enhance our learning and our writing.
It writes jokes, it solves complex math problems. It can also help you write a resume and land a job.
Prepare for a job interview and the possibilities of many different responses, not just from the same old, same old. So what you're doing is you're tapping into what I would call a collective brain, that hive mind we've always envisaged 30, 40 years ago and written about in science fiction.
One of the main concerns people are voicing about ChatGPT is that it could take people's jobs.
A lot of people have said, mid-level white-collar jobs might be using AI, particularly in the advertising copy space, drafting press releases, drafting legal documents.
But Katina doesn't necessarily think so.
I believe it'll be used more as an assistive aid, a human aid. It's always going to have humans in the loop for validation and expression and those minor corrections that machines don't really understand. They don't have empathy.
Double check anything you use it for because it does make mistakes.
You'll never get rid of all that disinformation, misinformation, and invalid data.
She hopes people don't use it as a crutch too much.
If we dull down our human faculties and stop using this thing called the brain, quite possibly there will be atrophy.
Also, she says protect your personal information related to relationships, health, and legal issues.
I think we need to be very careful about disseminating personal information because that data may well be used in the future to train future ChatGPTs.
ChatGPT, AI at your fingertips, at the top of the list.